Hey there. Welcome to the Flat Out Truth. I'm Paulino B Michael. We have a great show in store today. So we're going to get right at it. After I bring in the clicker of all buttons, my IT guru, Chelsey B Michael. Here she goes.
Unmute. No, hi everybody. I'm Chelsey B Michael.
She said unmute.
And you can hear me better if I don't mute.
Yeah, sometimes.
So, welcome everybody into the Flat Out Truth. As per usual, when we get started, hit that tap button on TikTok. It helps push us out. We want to get to 10K, and then we bring up all of our panel for group discussion about all of our topics and jump around to truth and all things. For everybody else, feel free to share, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and put your questions in the chat in all caps, and don't forget to ask questions.
Nice.
Last but not least, head over to JJ's Garden for all your healthy, homegrown, organic meats. Use the promo code TFOT.
Yeah, TikTok's acting weird on my phone. Of course, right when I'm about to go on.
It does that.
Yeah. Well, because I thought it was over, but I wasn't over there. But yeah, let's get into the clicking. Let's get everybody up here. It's going to be a good show. So, I like this topic. I do like this topic. I mean, it's you can kind of go everywhere.
What topic is that?
It's about conspiracies, really.
Ooh. Bum, bum, bum.
Do you want to read it? You want to reveal what it is?
Sure. All right. So tonight we're talking the truth is out there.
The truth is out there.
Somewhere. Thanks for that.
But it's out there everywhere. Just people are just unwilling to go find it. I want to see it. It's very fascinating to me. I mean, I guess we used to do that too, right?
Yeah. I am absolutely guilty of doing that. I used to just play video games and volleyball and then do school, and that was about it. That's all I did. That's all I was concerned about. Thought that was the world. There's so much more out there. Guess what happened? I prayed about it. And when I prayed about it, I got him.
Right. And the truth that I like to seek out. So
You are correct.
yeah, she does an amazing job. You hear her tapping away right now.
I am. I'm putting the topic for everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Flat Out Truth podcast with Paulino and Chelsey B Michael.
Oh, what a great voice.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I do like that. It's like an old Scottish or Irish guy. Or
Oh, I thought it sounded like
England.
C3PO.
Oh, yeah, it did. Where's Paul at? He would probably tell us for sure.
He would.
Yeah.
He's not quite here yet, but that's okay.
It's early.
It is early. I just thought it would be really fun and goofy for our YT. I put it like an infomercial. I watched the ShamWow and I was like, yeah, this is my inspiration. I said, hi, it's Paulino and Chelsey with the Flat Out Truth. Have you been searching down rabbit holes and feel like it never ends? No matter where you go, the truth seems to be buried deeper and deeper. So join us. Get your certified truth shovel, only $19.95. It digs through news, society, finances, DIY, health, food, government, science, cosmology, history, Bible conspiracies, and more. Join now and get your second True Shovel absolutely free. And all you have to do is pay shipping and handling, starting topic, and more. But there is a disclaimer. The True Shovel result may vary per user and does not really exist. So.
And this is for entertainment purposes only. TikTok. Yeah, that was so weird about the video. So I did. You guys know I do all these video promos. So I did one. And I did it on Paulino B Michael, and it didn't like it.
It did not like it.
Somebody reported it or something saying that it was bad. But
yeah, this is the second one on Paulino.
Yeah, but it worked fine on the Flat Out.
Yep, great.
So I haven't figured that out. So it's somebody. So all I did is I kind of re-uploaded it and been an a-hole. Instead, I just made a new one. Why not?
Kenneth Hatchet.
So
Yeah.
very interesting. So I just had two out.
Again?
We were trying to go out, stop doing two different ones, remember?
Yeah.
But I kind of got forced into it.
I have no judgment there. It's all right. I think they look cool.
Yeah,
we
they
mixed
did.
it up with a little music, a little spice of him, a little spice of me, and then a little spice of Flat Truth. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I had to, but I was like, what's this strike thing? Like, why did I get something about a restriction saying it was against their guidelines?
I don't know. They never explain it, ever. Trust me. They don't.
Well, the only thing I could say is like the way I worded it, but it's worded the exact same on Flat Out. So I have no idea why it did it. But when I redid it the second time, I said I posted it like a question. Are we, right? Or have we been? Yeah. Instead of more like, yes, we have been, you know?
Yes.
So it's just really interesting though.
All right. So what is this to you? What is the truth is out there?
Yeah. For me?
Yeah.
Well, it's like every rabbit hole you can think of. I mean, you just go down looking for the truth of stuff, right? So you're trying to figure out, like, if it didn't seem right, I always poked my head down there, right?
Yep.
And it started a lot of times with those pews that were going around everywhere. And it just didn't seem to add up. And I started recording. I told you this. We had DVR, so I was recording, like, when the poop boom boom happened in Boston.
Yes.
I was recording all the channels. And then I started seeing the same lady pop up everywhere, what I thought was very suspicious.
I know this lady.
And I was like, how is she there as a witness to the bomb there, and then happens to be the neighbor across the street from where they find the guy like 3 days later? It was pretty weird.
Yes.
She has really bad luck. But then I seen her in like other ones. Mm-hmm. You know, at the Hook and all those other. I'm like, what the heck?
I think it was in Colorado too.
Yep. And I was like, how is this happening? So that's what I did. This was way before I met Chelsey, obviously.
Yeah.
Chelsey was probably...
I didn't pay attention then.
I don't know. How old were you then, though? 2010.
2010.
Yeah.
I was in college.
Yeah, you're pretty young.
I was at least in college.
Yeah, she was younger then. Now she's old, but...
I know.
Yeah, I mean, but the truth is out there. Even when it comes to the Bible, all right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, I wasn't a big Bible guy and didn't do any of that really. And it's kind of hearsay, right? I kind of picked up what I heard from wherever.
Yep.
And like I told Chelsey, when I would go to a wedding and they would open up the book and they go, "Dearly beloved," I actually thought that was in the Bible. Am I the only one? Put a 1 in the chat. Am I the only one, or somebody with me? Put a 1 in chat if you were the same as me. I thought it was in there somewhere, like in Leviticus or something, where like that was the thing, because everybody read the same one, right? Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Like it seemed like it didn't matter what religion. It seemed like that was always it, right? Am I wrong?
No, there's so many things. See, in being a churchgoer, I actually knew some of the difference. Like most people think what's called the liturgy, which is the stuff that they do all the time in church. They think that that's in the Bible. And again, what they do is they cherry pick it. So they're like, okay, they take this psalm and then they sing it. But then the rest of the words and all of these things, they piece it together and make a ritual, basically. And that's why I started that way, and I've been through it, but I can't agree with it anymore because some of the rituals don't make sense.
Yeah, so like with me, it was all like about that. I was like, hey, you know, it's really weird. But that was just in the biblical part. Like, I just remember going to weddings and I'd see people read it. You know, like they say a different preacher, different minister, or whatever.
But it's always the same.
Always the same thing. And I'm like, it has to be in the Bible. It didn't matter what, what skin color they were, or they're Pentecostal or whatever. I always heard the same one.
Yeah.
Did you notice that too?
I did. Yeah. Yeah, that one actually, there's certain ones they do. They find them, they're very similar.
Did you think that was in the Bible, or you knew it wasn't?
No, I knew it wasn't.
Oh. All right. What about Christmas and Easter? Did you know that wasn't in the Bible too? I
did actually. I knew they were in the Bible, but I bought into, they're like, well, we don't really know when those things were, so we celebrate them on these days. Right. And then, like I said, doing the real research, actually diving in and finding the real verses that actually talk about it. It's like, no. This has no basis in Christianity. You'll hear people argue it. They'll be like, oh no, this is because of this is because of that. And it'll be argued all day. But the fact of the matter is the Bible and what the text says is it doesn't say that there's a Christmas. It just doesn't. Yeah. It's adopted. And I just thought it was really weird. It's like, or I just thought it was a translation of like Passover or the birth of Christ, but not in there. But I mean, that's just on the biblical part. But like, you go down history, you start going, they built this cathedral in 600 years. And so they passed this generational building. It depends on which field you find yourself in. It's just weird. It's like, so now you're telling me that over 600 years they had all these different builders and sculptures handed off to somebody else, and it was perfect.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I can't even find two people that construct things the same way.
No, let alone that stuff. I mean, so like you just start going more and more, and you're just like, none of this stuff's adding up.
Yeah, because we even got like Kenneth builds stuff, you build stuff, Daniel builds stuff, Joanne builds stuff. It's like people don't, even something as simple as that, even when you, like, for example, like I know coding, right? I know some coding, and I don't code the same way somebody else does. There's a certain syntax that you use, but it has your own unique flair to it.
Yeah, so none of that stuff made sense, and like I said, it just seemed like everything I looked into had something like that in it.
Yeah.
You know, you had 20-30% of maybe even more of untruths or slightly altered truth. And I was just, wow, this is just like going like really deep. And then I met you. You know, I went through my divorce and I met you.
Right.
And then you were like, hey, let's do this. I was like, oh, all right. I was like, okay. So that's what I did. And yeah.
I got, yeah. And even I, like said, because it had gotten to the point too, like I said, when I started, I was just going through the motions, but I truly believed in what I was doing, and I knew it was there because I believe in the Most High, I believe in Jesus Christ,
right.
I believe in the Holy Spirit. But I was wondering why things started to get so monotonous, and then finding out there's a whole church calendar. But the church calendar is just, again, something man-made.
Yeah, it doesn't align with scriptures at all.
No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was going to say, you guys in the chat, feel free to request up. We are at 15K now. Also, what truth did you find out? What thing did you know? It was the rabbit hole you first started down. That was the truth that turned out to be the first rabbit hole for you.
Yeah, because like that's what it is though. Like you start going and you're like, well, this doesn't add up. Let me check this out, and then you do it.
I think you're right. I think people don't ask the questions. I think that's how it starts.
Yeah.
When you have an event, again, usually an emotional one, right? And so once the emotion starts fading off, then you start to be like, well, that didn't make sense. Well, that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Oh yeah, for sure. And for me, I'm so curious. I go down like all these different topics, and then I was like, none of these are completely right. You know, like they're just hiding something from every spot, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like, are they really bad at keeping history, or is it on purpose?
Like, which is fascinating to me because I know this isn't a history question, which I agree with you there. Even the history, I think, is one of the biggest ones. But the fascinating thing to me even was like you were having a discussion. Dang, was it just last night? And you were even just talking about HVAC systems and how even HVAC systems, they hold the truth from you on what they're really selling you and how it functions.
Yeah, right. And that's what I'm saying. It's like. Yeah, like we got a high efficiency, and we were talking about how basically they keep the fan down low or whatever, and then try to pump us up with some humidity so they can fool us into feeling like it's hotter or cooler, so it can be more efficient.
Sorry.
But, dude, I don't like it. The variance is not really great, and the fan's too low for our house, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. You even asked, you're like, hey, we need a high-end blower. We want the biggest one we can get, and they didn't do that.
Well, they did. They just have it on the lowest setting, probably.
You can turn it
You also
up.
probably need a blower up in your attic space.
Well, yeah, they say sometimes Daniel was telling me sometimes they put it at the lowest setting.
Yeah, they do it just
The
because
fan.
they
Setting.
yeah, they do it just
The
because
fan.
they shouldn't do it. It should be what the customer wants, not what the tech thinks that the company. Because some companies do it so you call back the tech so they get that fee.
Yep. And I think what they do too is like he says it makes it seem like it's more high efficient that way, right? Because it's relying
That's
more on it's relying on the humidity more, right?
So matter of fact.
Oh yeah, it's not totally. I mean, but yeah, because like our old fashioned one, the one that was older than Chelsey that we had to use, man, dude, it was older than Chelsea.
It was older than
I
me.
Heck, don't take it personally, Chelsea. I just think it's funny that it could be sad because a furnace that I put in my parents' house is older than Chelsea is. I mean,
yeah, because like it was really funny though because it was like 3 years older than you, right, or 4 years, something like that. Yeah. But dude, it worked. It just took 41 minutes to kick on. It was like exact, wasn't it? 41 minutes.
wow.
What was the minutes? Do you remember, babe? She's not 40 minutes. It was exactly though. It'd take that long to kick on, and it wasn't the thermostat because we replaced it. My brother-in-law had an extra one. We were testing it. He does HVAC too, and it would take 40 minutes. And they were trying to say that it wasn't good enough, like to pass the inspection. I don't know why it still came on. But dude, that blower though, we could go all the way upstairs, and you could be a few feet off the vents and feel it blow.
Yeah.
And then the new one, it's not like that. You can barely feel it come out. So.
Yeah, it's just the way they do stuff that's kind of idiotic.
But
And then when the customer says something, then they belittle the customer, saying the customer's stupid, and that's not fair, because they're asking a legit question, and they're like, no, our techs do this and that because I dabble with it.
Yeah.
Because I went to school, I fix stuff, but I'm not going. I mean, I'm not like some of the other ones out there that make it my full-time job.
Right.
And it's like, this is not right. And I said, this is what you can do to fix this. And then they get angry, like, how do you know this?
Right.
And I tell them, go on, tell them you found it on YouTube.
Yeah. So like, that's like, I mean, another rabbit hole that we just went to last night. But so what was one of the things that you guys started figuring out wasn't correct? Anybody?
Well, me?
Oh yeah, sure.
It was that Christopher Columbus was not the man they said he was.
Oh, really? And when did you find that out?
Third grade, fourth grade.
Wow.
Third, fourth grade, something like that.
Yeah. So what'd you find out?
Well, he did discover America.
Right.
That the Vikings were here. I mean, well, there's Native American. The Indians were here first, but the first Europeans that came over were actually Vikings.
I mean, that it really is deceiving. If somebody's already living here, how do you discover it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like somebody discovering my house when I live here.
Yeah, but I mean, like when they found like Antarctica, that's different because nobody lived there. There was like nobody was there at this timeline. Years past it was. But I mean, and then the whole the breakfast eating thing.
Yeah.
Orange juice, cereal.
Yeah. When did you find that out? Is that a recent one?
1980.
Wow, you're way ahead of the game.
Yeah, because I had great grandparents. My grandmother's mother. She passed in 1988 or 89.
Wow.
And when she passed, she was 9. Oh, she was 98 or 99. Back in her day,
wow.
They didn't have the only thing they ever saw was oatmeal occasionally because they made cookies with it. They had like eggs and like she said like they had like supper breakfast meals like steak and eggs or like eggs and potatoes or like homemade hash or quiches.
Yeah.
Or like what are those things you like? Crispy thing. Kringles. I think. Yeah. Kringles. Yeah. It's like a Danish. Oh. It's and then they had that Polish thing. They're like Polish pancakes. I'm butchering this. And that's what she told me. That's what they ate. They never had this thing of like Cheerios or Lucky Charms because my brother had to have his Golden Grams and he threw a fit at great grandma's house because he couldn't have his Golden Grams.
Wow. Yeah, because like we just found out like oats. Like people really didn't even eat oats. It was for animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, oats aren't even good for you, they say, and because it draws nutrition from stuff. Like it draws.
It gives you more sugar.
Well, that's why they put it on your skin and stuff for rashes, right? To draw it out.
Yeah.
To dry it.
But they also oats like oat milk is pure sugar almost.
Yeah.
And they label that as that's a good.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of things we eat
Was
that,
it?
like margarine.
Yeah. So
My grandma told me
you
that.
knew that way back then too.
Yeah, my grandma told me that because her husband served in World War One, and that's when they came out with it. They said they used to use that on skin and grease on the wooden carts, the
Yes.
hull, their alter, their big boom booms.
Yeah.
And I mean, she told us a lot of things, and my mom's like, "Don't listen to her; she's crazy." I'm like, "No, the media set from 1890 that she had, that was her mom's or her dad, something like that." And I just I read that like a sponge, and I started questioning everything. And I mean, she told me they bought their house in Munising, Michigan for $800, built and the land for $800.
Now, what I'm wondering is if like that margarine back then, if it was flavored the same as they did it now, or you think they added that?
It was probably different,
I would think so.
just like the Germans used coal to turn into like a butter
Wow.
because they didn't have any. Well, like a margarine, it'd be more like a margarine, not a butter.
Yeah.
And they refined it. They used coal, and it tasted horrible, but they still did it.
Yeah, because they had that just like all those oils too, right? Like canola and all that. That's not supposed to be edible neither. Not supposed to be. Love you, TikTok shop. Like that was made more for lubrication.
Yeah. And cooking. It was
What? What was cooking?
not. What was it?
Like canola.
Sunflower.
Yeah.
Sunflower oil.
Yeah. None of that stuff was really made for cooking at first. Did you know that?
Yeah, but the closest one to cook with is like sunflower, but the best one to use is olive oil.
Well, they started out. I mean, because they started out cooking with, you have the other ones. Like even lard is better than the seed oils.
Oh, lard. What is that?
It's just grease, right? Just like
Pork,
it's like
yeah.
pork grease or any of the grease is better than.
Oh, pork is.
Yeah, I mean, but the grease itself is better than a fake product because your body can recognize it. You can't recognize, like margarine and all. It doesn't see it as food.
Well, like beef tallow. If people like Chas, it's one of the things that we switch. We use beef tallow and we use olive oil when we use oils, like stuff to cook,
Yeah,
because that will help regenerate and stimulate your brain up, your brain cholesterol, the good cholesterol, because that's what your brain's made out of.
yeah, and like that's one of the biggest issues we have right now in the U.S. is like a lot of this stuff is so manufactured that our body doesn't realize it's food or it's supposed to be food. So
Yeah,
that's why you bloat. You kind of bloat because it starts to decay in your
We
gut.
had we had a popular troll in the chat. You look juicy, and he ran away. Sad.
Who was that?
That bot official, nearly 190k followers, and talking bullshit like a child.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't see him.
You can convince me.
Now, how do you guys? So going back to the truth
is
being
the
out
quirk?
there, what's your go-to?
So,
How do you investigate something? How do you shovel into the dirt to find the truth?
cross reference it over many sources, listen to testimonies, read documents, books, other people, researchers, and then at some point you have to pull the brake and make up opinion and have some cross reference, and just if you find an answer to a certain extent that you are okay to live with it, just move on, because it's never. We have plenty of examples of people who attach like to flat Earth or to the globe. Just like it's sad. You just have to move on at some point. How long you're gonna be stuck in the same loop? watching the same movie.
I agree. There's so much more to talk about, more other truths that got to be found.
Hey,
For
I
me,
accidentally requested up. I barely have a voice. I'm just
Oh,
listening in.
wow, Gubu. All right, we'll let you. We'll drop you when you want.
save your voice. Have some tea. Have some lemon and honey.
Absolutely.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, and ma'am, I give you a good advice. Shut up.
That seems a
Oh, gee,
little,
thanks, Aether. I appreciate it.
Stop,
that
stop
seems a little
talking.
extreme.
I'm gonna knock her
No,
down.
I'm
I
just
know,
wishing her.
I know. I
I'm
mean,
just wishing her
I mean,
well.
I don't either. Either, I mean, nothing bad by it. Just something. I mean, you're like me. You just say it, and it's like, well, that is his kid. We got to kind of be a little nicer.
I know she knows it. She's laughing. If
Well,
if she can, it
So
doesn't hurt.
for
Man, she
me,
got
when
bad.
I was
She got bad in a day. You know what I mean?
so the question was, I think, Chelsea, before this, what got me started. So even as a child, I know, I was 8, 9 years old, whatever. I just looked around. Obviously, I always had the sense that there's something wrong with this whole place. Then obviously, as I grew up, I realized that nothing is right. But when I noticed that, there's females, there's males, like these humans, they're all look alike. It was just like, so where's the rest? Just like, where is the rest? It's just like, there's a lot of something else missing. Something makes no sense. There should be more stuff. And
Right.
then I started questioning money. As soon as I found out what money is, and that's it. You just start follow the money, and the rest falls into places.
Was there anything that shocked you, either one of you?
Couple of times, probably, like when I saw chemtrails above me, I would just like to other people, guys, come outside. Literally, I convinced people to come outside. I'm pointing to the chemtrails. Look, and they're looking at me like I'm a psycho with that fluoridated stare. I was just like, oh, okay, you like, you totally don't understand. You're totally living in a different world. Okay, sorry guys, sorry, nothing to see here. Let's go back to work.
Yeah. I just remember like just keep digging. I was like, wow, this is not right. That one's not right. This one doesn't make sense. That's not lining up. Why is this lady everywhere? Why is this principal here and then a teacher there? And
Well,
yeah,
and
it's
then
like crazy.
you discovered, as soon as I discovered crisis actors, it was just like, yeah, makes sense. Next.
Yep. Yep. That's what I'm saying. I started seeing the same people. And I'm like, what's going on here? It doesn't make sense. And then I go, it's the narrative.
But
Push
and
your
when you
agenda. And then Wag the Dog. Anybody see Wag the Dog? That was your guys' like homework.
It
Wag the
was.
Dog. That would have
and
helped
then
on
when you
this one.
see
And your
and
puppies
when you
don't
see
count,
all,
Paul.
Yes, puppies.
when you see all of these terrorist attacks with dolls and plastic babies and other stuff, and it's just like, if there's like 5 or 10 inconsistencies, that's it. It just falls apart. And you're just like, okay, next. What else you got?
But other people
Gimme,
don't see
gimme,
it that
gimme,
way.
gimme.
I was just gonna ask that. It's like, why do you think other people can't see it? Like, you could watch. You have two people watching the exact same video, and one person sees a real one, and one is like, there's no way that's real.
Yeah.
Because probably some of the people just don't. Well, wasn't in your favorite book says some people have eyes but they don't see. They have ears but they don't hear.
Yep.
So it's a very simple concept, I think it's as simple as uncommon sense. Some of us have it, some of us don't. And I was thinking at some point I should open a common sense university. It's going to be very strict tests, etc. But if you graduate, like, congratulations, you have common sense now. Obviously, it's going to be hard, but I think I can achieve it
Do you
with
think
enough time.
Is there a diploma? Do you get a diploma at the end?
Yes, it
Everybody,
will be certificate, but
because the guys are gonna go for it just because it says the word common sense. But if you want to get the ladies, you gotta have a certificate, something that shows they did something.
Yes.
They need the validation.
Yeah. Snickers.
No.
Stickers for the guys.
Only I sign off those certificates, and I don't care you're a man or a woman. You go through me, and then I'll decide whether you have any or not, and then I have to work on you.
Well, if common sense, get rid of a lot of the safety things, like don't stick your finger in there. Turn off your engine before you replace belt. When you remove light bulb, don't stick it in the socket. I mean, there's just things.
Paul, I have a joke for you. Listen, you are the guy where instructions have pictures. Shut up. I'm joking.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
there was this guy earlier. He was on was it Angels of Light, and he was trying to explain to him about if you go over a hill, like if a person goes over the hill and you can't see him no more. Can you still ever see him if you zoom in? They said yes, and he dropped him 3 times. So yeah, he goes. So now you're telling me if this is like a silo or something here, and the guy goes on the other side of this. So if he's over here now, if you zoom in, you can still see him. He said yes.
no.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No.
I
No.
mean, if you use them in,
This is not Navy SEALs with Charlie Sheen having a going to Starlight, going to thermal. No, this is not. No.
I mean,
Thanks,
I
John.
mean, we need to ask Superman. Apparently, he has X-rays, so that's a different case, you know.
See
There's
there,
always
there we
an
go.
exception.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just weird. I was like, he had to drop him like 3 times. He goes, "Why does he keep coming up?" And then he would give him a new example of it, and he kept saying, "Oh yeah, you can see it."
Yeah, and you know what? See, what goes along with me for that is, okay, I've always been told my whole life I don't have common sense, but I found out where I learned it. No offense, guys, I love you. But the thing that they don't teach, right, and we know this about public school, right? They are just having you answer questions. They don't ever have you ask questions. And I think that's one of the biggest tools that you can teach somebody is like not is basically what questions you ask, how to ask them, what to ask people.
It's even simpler. In schools, you're taught what to think, not how to think.
I agree. Absolutely agree. Because I even had I had math teachers, right?
And-
And I've said this
and-
before. I would ask them, why
and
am I going to use this? What am I using this for? And they never had an answer. Just do it.
And we have a saying in Lithuania, in my country: bend the tree while it's still young. You know, because if you try to bend the tree when it's old, you'll break it, right? So when you indoctrinate, a child since early age what to think and what regurgitate, and never question it, you have an obedient worker, and then that's what the governments and the quote unquote powers that be wants us
Yes.
to be.
Yeah, worker bees. That's
That
it.
simple. That simple. And now I understand why I never liked the school and why majority of the time I was skipping classes, getting drunk, smoking weed, and then just having fun because I knew that all shit is bullshit.
Yeah, no, I agree. Is the fascinating thing I find about people is going through school, right? I was a straight A student, and I was like, why can people not get this? Why don't they care about doing this? Like, this is your future. But that's the lie that we were sold. And it turns out the people that were getting C or the people that didn't care were more likely to start their own businesses, were more likely to go into the trades, and were actually more successful than the people who went to college and went into a saturated work environment, and they're like, where do I go? You have a piece of paper. You're still the same as everybody else.
I agree with that. I mean, I went to tech before I graduated. When I graduated high school, I graduated tech school with a couple certificates and a degree. I was a straight A student who partied, who did everything you aren't supposed to do, and did it because it could. Because I was actually smarter than most of my teachers. I went to school so I learned how to use to weld better, to machine stuff, because we still had that in schools, and I went to tech school. Other than that, half the crap I learned. Why did I need to learn how to write a sentence, the right punctuation? We don't do that. We learned cursive for what? We don't use it. I write things in cursive and send it to people. They're like, I can't read that. Well, then you're dumb. I do that to belittle people at times because I can.
Because you can. That's so nice, Paul.
I know. Well, it happens because we live in this generation where these millennials and whatever else, the Gen Z or whatever,
There you go.
think that Pokemon and wrestling are real with the Kardashians.
They're not.
Well, you
I'm
think
just joking.
you think Kim Kardashian's ass is real?
What? That's another one. I'm blown. My mind is blown.
I mean, you got all these girls that are getting literally like you go to New York and Florida, they're putting silicone cock in their ass with some back street doctor because me chats hear about it all the time. Mother one is poisoned with silicone cock.
Wow.
What? Why? I mean, I understand that some women feel they need to be beautified, and I understand like Chaz. Who's Chaz? Her dad told her she was chubby. Her brother told her she's chubby, and like she's got this very poor self-esteem because of it. And then everybody's got to look like a size 0. Okay, to me that's terrible. That looks anorexic and like if you sneeze, you're gonna break and fall. People need to be people. That is why we have this epidemic of dudes wanting to be girls and girls wanting to be dudes. We got to be happy with who we are inside. If we're not, you're going to be miserable. And they teach you to.
That's a systematic destruction. It's just another
Yeah.
aspect of it.
And it's allowed to be taught in school. And now, parents aren't allowed to. You can't tell your children anymore. You're a dude. You got a wee-wee. You're a dude. You're a boy.
All right. Hey, Big M. The truth is out there. What was one of the first things that you figured out? Like it might not be what they told you, like growing up, or what you had heard, what you learned, right? Anything?
I know people worked out on that briefly, but I just got in. So.
Oh, you're really hard to hear. It's really low.
Oh, he's talking into his. He's laying down with his phone.
I'm talking into my thumb.
That'll do it.
Yeah, because like everybody had different things. Like like when I seen all those pews going around like through the Obama's times and the Bush's times. I told Chelsey like when I first met her, I would record them all, like all the news reports on it and stuff like that. And then I started seeing the same people. I'm like, these people are bad luck, but their names have always changed. I go, I know it's the same one, and I would keep them. And then I started comparing them, and they just like were the same people. And like Aether said, you start to find out there's such things as crisis actors. And you're like, what are those for?
Yeah.
It's just really weird because then you start seeing them everywhere and you're like, wow. And I'm like, how can you not see that? I had one where, like I said, the principal of the Hook was the same as the one in, I think it was Miami. Mm-hmm. And they used the exact same picture. They didn't even hide it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, how can you use this picture from something that happened years earlier and she passed there and then change her name, but use the same picture? I was like, and then people just believed it.
They don't compare the two.
I mean, but it was the same. I can see it right now. So it's like a white sweater she had on.
Well, you guys remember when Kennedy, Robert Kennedy's son, his plane crashed?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. All right.
Wait, the plane crash?
Here-
Allegedly, or he was in it allegedly?
Allegedly, with the cast on and everything else.
Anyway, move on, please.
I'm just saying. I had a friend that flew a Black Hawk that worked for the Coast Guard. Okay,
Yeah.
their transponder versus what he had, that it was different
Wow.
than what was published out there everywhere.
Yeah.
The frequency they were looking for was totally different.
Wow.
And that blew his mind, and he reported it. Then he got in trouble for saying stuff.
Yep.
We live in this great thing of where the government will tell you eat orange juice and eat apple juice, and they're one of the most highest concentrates of pollutant because they've been insecticided so badly they pollute you.
Yeah.
And we allow our government to do this, and we don't say nothing.
we asked the question of Big M, and then it got swayed, so he never had time to answer.
He needed time to think.
Yeah,
We're
I got it
stalling.
now.
We're
Okay.
stalling
See?
for him.
I stalled for him. See?
Yeah, yeah, I need a little bit of time. So
I'm the
what,
same
that's what I
way.
could hear when he said it. He goes,
I was like-
I just jumped in. I don't really know. So then
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
Give me
well,
5 minutes. I'll give you a good answer.
yeah. All right, go ahead, Big M.
well, it's I don't know who remembers Reagan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Our
Peanuts?
current president
I don't know,
is
I mean, that's
adopting
Jelly
a lot
Bean.
of the same things that he's doing. He's
Yeah.
doing the same things he's doing,
Yes.
and it's playing over again. And not only that, but the man with the little short mustache with the genocide, it's slowly playing out before our eyes. They're just putting the puzzle pieces together right now, and it's going to happen sooner. Like my son, he tells me, he's like, Dad, he's like, they're going to pick us off one by one. That, and at first I was like, nah, you're crazy. But then it's happening. You know what I mean? They're I don't know if you guys ever heard of when they did that thing in Florida, Alligator Island or whatever. They're actually feeding people to those alligators.
Do we have any evidence of that?
It's out there. I'll look it up again, so that way
That
I'll give you. My son, he has all
wild
the.
allegation.
Yeah, and that's why everything here is an allegation, because this is just discussion for entertainment purposes. And I love you, TikTok. But like I said, anytime we do bring those things forward, is like that's why we have the flatouttruth.com, because anything we discuss here, we can bring those allegations. Say, hey, this is what I researched. Aether asked the question, where do you learn that? How do you know? You put it in there, and then everybody can go check it out again for themselves, because y'all need your own truth shovel.
Yes.
My response by responding to that alligator situation, people are saying that they're sending people up to stay. It's the same thing. Unless you show me the video evidence or give me reliable, at least 5 to 10 testimonies of reliable sources, and I'll believe it. But now it's just,
It'll come out.
it's
I'll get you.
50-50, but I would give it 51% that it's not happening.
51%. Yeah, it's really interesting though. Like you said, it's all about the evidence. A lot of times they get us with the fear too, and that's what I noticed. Like, I mean, that's what all these other ones were for, right? The crisis actors type things and all these. It wasn't really for anything but to put fear in so they can push their agenda.
Yeah, and it's a collective projection. The more people will talk about it, the more energy they harvest.
Yeah.
Imagine nobody would buy in. Imagine somebody like declared war, whatever, and all the soldiers like, no, I'm not doing that shit. And there's no war.
So did nobody watch Wag the Dog?
Nope.
Dude,
No.
we can have so much to talk about. I'm serious, right? Wouldn't they get it?
Oh my gosh, yes.
You guys are, I mean, if you like They Live, or if you guys are a truther that did They Live with,
a lot of people
the
seen
Roddy
that one,
Piper. Yeah, they've seen that. I'm the one I got Cody to watch it.
Yep.
From the
Stage.
stage.
No,
The stage.
Yeah.
No,
I know,
before he was
good
the stage.
movie.
So it was funny, and he loves it. He loves that movie, man. He watched it like 4 or 5 times right when the first time he seen it. Remember, babe?
Yep.
He called me up the next. Oh man, this is crazy, bro. Da, da, da. And it
He
is.
made his
It's
lady watch it. It was funny.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but this other one's just as good.
Yeah.
It really
I
is.
agree. It shows you how they could just do us, man, and we wouldn't even know it. Mm-hmm. Like even now, man. Without some verification.
Yeah, without verification, they could tell us
Boots on the ground.
Yeah, they could say all kinds of stuff's happening somewhere. Unless we go there, we really don't know. It's really, really interesting. I wonder if Paul could find that out. Do what?
And again, what was it back in 50s or 60s? The CIA obviously was, I think there was trials and courts, and they admitted about the Operation Mockingjay or Mockingbird.
Mockingbird.
They admitted-
Mockingbird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they admitted that they did it, but they never said that they stopped it. It's that simple, guys.
Yeah, there's so much going on. Like I said, and a lot of it, it's like CERN all over again. They released the rumors of CERN that they're breaking these portals or they're going through dimensions and they're going like that. And then they have everybody these truthers that are just like talking about it like it's fact. Mm-hmm. But these are the same people that you say lie about space. and NASA and all these other things. So how do you believe about one thing but not the other? That's where
Since
I get into it.
since you brought CERN, which movie was it? The second or the third with angels and demons and Tom Hanks? Where when somebody broke into CERN and they stole dark matter.
See, did it matter?
It had to be the third one because I don't
You get it?
know.
Did it matter?
Because I didn't watch the movies, but I read 2 of the books.
You
The first,
did? You're such a
I
reader.
read Angels and Demons and Da Vinci Code.
What
I don't remember him
which
stealing
one was
dark
the
matter.
third? Was
I
it
don't know.
Inferno or something?
You
I
might be
think
right.
it's the
I'm gonna look it up.
second. I
Well,
think it's
this
the
is another thing,
second one.
too.
What they were... Anyway, but
I think it's interesting. Like they always say, like prophecy, right, is being fulfilled. We're gonna go back to some biblical stuff, but they'll say prophecy is filled because X, Y, Z is coming to fruition. Well, these people read the same book, so they can fake prophecy. Hello,
they're
for fear.
getting ready the blue beam. I mean, you heard the nurse who nursed Werner von Braun into his deathbed.
Yes,
So
that's all part of
and then
yeah.
she pretty much convinced that the last card would be a fake alien invasion, and that's what they're getting ready.
Yes.
But my thing, as I always say, what if it's gonna be both at the same time, and you wouldn't know what's happening? So that would be fun.
Yeah, but you'll have people some biblical believers or Christians that believe that these are all signs of the end, but these people are making the signs to the end. So you'd have to think it was God that was doing this or allowing it.
What if there is no end, and people just by thinking about the end, they're fucking creating one?
Well, yeah, I mean it's all fear. I mean, like it's every president has been Antichrist.
Yes.
And the guy with the small mustache, like Big M was talking about, they called him the Antichrist at one point. They just keep kicking this can.
I mean,
Sooner or later,
Sooner or later, they'll be right.
they'll be right at one point.
Yeah.
It'll probably be somebody they weren't talking about, though.
I mean, I don't know. I believe it when I see it, but oh, the world's gonna end in 2000. Oh no, the world's gonna end in 2005. Oh no, the world's gonna end in 2010.
Yeah,
It's
they
the
just
same
keep
thing. Oh,
kicking
this
it.
guy's the
Yeah.
devil.
I
Oh
think
no, sorry, that guy's the devil. This guy's the devil.
Thanks for the heart, me. I think we've lived through like 10 apocalypses by now.
Yes, and then I don't even think the cloning is real, dude. I'm being honest. Like a lot of these truthers are gonna freak out. I want some real legit.
Now, Veritas Sean does say anti just means against. And we agree. We actually agree with that in the sense of, yes, anyone against Christ is antichrist.
Yes.
So we
That's why
agree
there's-
with that.
yes.
But the way they
Not
phrase
the
it
Antichrist.
is he is, if they are an antichrist,
Or
I
the-
agree.
or
If
the
they're against.
Antichrist.
But they always say
Basically,
they're
they're talking
the.
about
Yeah, they always say the Antichrist,
Yes.
not
They're
a
talking about
Antichrist. Like
the
Obama, he
Antichrist
considers Antichrist.
commander in chief.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Yes.
anything that goes against God is Antichrist. So,
Yes.
like we said, we know that, but that's not how they present these people until they pass along into the next. That's the Antichrist comes out, and they keep kicking it down the road, and then like sooner or later, I guess, if they live long enough, they might see the Antichrist or the Antichrist. It's just
Essentially,
really
the
interesting.
fact-
It's just. I about cloning. I don't know about this cloning thing, man. I don't see any proof of cloning. Like even the
Essentially,
sheep, I don't
there's-
buy it. I mean, is there?
I've watched the videos. I've read the books. I've read the medical stuff. I mean, you can do it. I mean,
I don't
you-
know.
you
They
can-
they can't. The only way you can really clone is you'd have to start it from the beginning, and nobody can start life. You get the best
You can't.
biologists in the world. They tell you that if anybody's telling you
can.
that they're making something from nothing, they're lying.
You
Remember
can
that, babe?
you
We
can
watch
make
these
a
guys all the
vessel.
time. Do what?
Paulino, you can make a vessel, but the question is who's running it, or what is
I
running
don't.
it.
I'm talking about
It's
like
not a clone, is it?
no. We're talking about a clone from scratch. You cannot make one.
no, you can't. No.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they don't really make a clone. They're trying to replace embryos and
If
yada
you-
yada, and I don't even know if they did that yet. I mean, like I said,
If you want to,
there would be more
you
of
want-
it, and that's how they would just. Why wouldn't they just make chickens that way? You just get the best
If
chicken
you
you
want-
can get. Clone that chicken.
if you want to clone, let's just say yourself and fragment your own consciousness, you probably have your clone, but you both would be with Down syndrome.
Okay, check this out. This is another thing too. I try to use logic. if I was in charge and this was my agenda was to make clones. For one, I just make a whole bunch of me because I'm sweet as hell, and I would all work for me. You see what I mean? Why would you mess with all these other people? Or you just get the biggest, strongest workers? I mean, I'm just saying.
I agree with that.
I mean, it doesn't matter about the consciousness because they're saying that's what they're doing. That's what I'm saying. You're adding another adaptation.
I get what you're saying now.
It doesn't exist, is what I'm saying. Because they're like, oh, they replaced what's his name, David Chappelle. That's not him. He's a clone, and these other people are a clone. Well, that clone's still funny. So obviously they did the consciousness or whatever because he's still funny.
No, the clones could be potentially just androids or biological creatures run on certain software to behave in a certain way.
I don't know. I don't think they can be funny like him. I'm being honest.
Like a mimic.
I don't think AI can be funny like Dave Chappelle. He's freaking hilarious.
What if he pre-recorded his jokes, whatever, and then just running the script? We don't know. We can speculate as much as we like.
No, the speculation is that they can do it. The speculation is that they can do it.
Yes.
The speculation is not that they can't do it. You got to prove me. Right now, they can't do it.
But you can't disprove it, so it's 50-50.
Yes, I can. Because they can't prove it. I can prove that I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. I mean, I'm alive. I mean, so somebody can go, oh, I can make another Paulino.
Do you want me to pinch him?
You get what I mean? But you can't say, like, they can make another Paulino, because I can't prove that he can't make another me. That doesn't make sense. That's like saying that you can't prove that they can't make the Death Star. You see what I mean?
I can make the Death Star.
Oh,
I talk about the real one with people in it, and it's huge and
okay.
Yes.
I think that's possible, but again, who would be running? Like they could potentially make an identical copy of your body, but what's inside the body or what's running it?
I mean,
they can't copy.
See, but again, we're talking about coulds, and that's what we're saying.
Could and if,
that
right?
is our point of with all of these. Like I said, that's why they're conspiracies, right? They can't truly be proven, and so we have to have some kind of evidence, some kind of proof, and it's like you can't. I mean, I guess if you want to be like you say, oh, we don't want to be blindsided, but then you're back into what, Aether? Fear. You're fear of something.
Yes.
You're fearing something that you have not been able to prove for yourself yet.
Yeah, because you would just replace everybody with clones. I mean, why wouldn't you? If that's what your agenda was, and you'd have a workforce and yada yada. That's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't you just do it? And if they have robots that can look like people, why don't they just do that then?
And how we know that majority of them are not that what you just said? We don't, right?
That'd be like the Stafford wives then.
Well, I mean, we
can say because. Know.
I can say we don't because they didn't do it. I'm still not a drone. If I'm a drone, I'm an anti-drone person, I guess. I don't know.
When was the last time we seen any of these people bleed? Actually,
I don't know. People don't. When's the last time we seen them take a dump? I mean, dude, that's what I say. Like the only things that they need. Like nobody's seen them go to the bathroom. No, except for Biden. That one time they thought he charted himself. But otherwise. There's no proof that they even go to the bathroom. I've never seen any of those elites go to the bathroom.
So can I chime in on this real quick?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thanks for having me up, by the way.
Thanks
for having
me up.
So this is one thing I think that is.
Do you want to answer the prop and then go to that, or do you want to just go to that and then answer the prop later? Because I don't know what brought you to the truth. I'm just curious. If you don't forget.
What's the prompt?
It's just like the truth is out there. So like what brought you to like the first thing that like you were like, man, that didn't seem right, and then you found out it really was not right. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness, there was a couple of things.
Okay, you can get back to that so you don't forget your thought, because you probably remember.
Yeah, we'll go back to that. So while we're talking about the clone thing, So one thing we know that they can do is DNA manipulation and gene splicing and stuff like that. So they can also do an artificial insemination. So, I don't think it's a stretch to say that they could take someone's DNA, like one of these actors, they take their DNA and then they can artificially inseminate a womb or whatever. They can create another, essentially, for lack of a better word, a clone of them, but it's not going to be their same consciousness. You see what I'm saying? Like how they'll have, they got all these actors that look almost exactly alike. Well, they're playing around with the genetics. So they can create another body, another vessel that looks just like this other person's vessel, but maybe they can't duplicate the consciousness that inhabits that vessel.
Yeah, so then
See where I'm coming from?
Yeah. It's a could again. Like,
Yes.
but it could be that they just all bang each other and then get their illegitimate people to be actors. Like,
they still got
like
their
Paul.
DNA.
Like, all right, like our guy Paul up here.
Yeah,
He's
that's a
some,
little bit of incest going on, keeping it in a family.
Yeah, he's had some little wildness where he goes, "Oh, that kid was like mine." He didn't even know he had these extra kids that he had. His dog is similar to him. That's a whole nother story, but he has a dog that like knocks up all his other dogs.
That's true. That is fact. That's 100% legit.
That's the flat out truth.
I think
That is the truth. That is the flat out truth.
I think the gentleman addressed the what we were talking about. Let him address the prompt, right?
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Oh
He's doing a great job.
Okay, so the prompt. There was a couple of things that I think the first one was 911 when I learned the truth about that and how it was all staged or whatever. But what really woke me up about it is like this thing was scripted and not real essentially, but unfortunately the people who were affected were they got oofed. I don't know if any of y'all got kids that play Roblox, but that's the word they use on there. So that's what I use. They got oofed for real. Like
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, they really oofed all these people, unfortunately, and that just kind of jarred me. Yeah, man. And then, of course, when I learned the true nature of the realm that we live in, the physical realm, that was a big eye opener. But the worst part was when I found out about just the mind manipulation and how a lot of the thoughts that we have, and we're under this mental programming, man, and then we're having all these thoughts, and I realized these thoughts weren't my own. How many decisions in my life have I made that didn't actually come from my own cognitive abilities, my own discernment? It was implanted. These thoughts were implanted by society, however they did it. And that was really disconcerting for me.
Well, that's where it comes, self-awareness and being in the now, being fully.
That's right. Oh yeah, which I've gotten there now.
Anything, what's around you, where are you, what you're doing, how you're feeling, it's not the ego,
for sure.
but essentially it's all about you.
So how long ago was that?
But for me, man.
So how long you been doing, like, because you said basically cosmology, we'll say that, or FE, it doesn't matter.
Thanks for having
Flat
me.
Earth. But
FE, I came to that realization in 2020.
Okay. I got you.
Back about 6 years ago. But I mean, I can go all the way back to, I remember when I was a kid and I saw a picture of Ashton Kutcher doing the hidden hand. And I'm looking at this picture, I'm like, and then I'm seeing other pictures of other people doing it. I'm like, why the hell are they doing that? What is that's got to mean something. Like, this is not just a trendy thing that they're doing. I'm like, what is going on with that? And then when I woke up and I learned the truth and started going down all these rabbit holes, I'm like, I knew it. I knew there was something weird about those. So, I mean, I can go all the way back to when I was a kid and say that, I've always had eyes to see.
Yeah, so like it gets really interesting too because you have there's so much, and I want to know what the real secret ones are because like those are like the fake secret because everybody knows them now. There's got to be real secret ones that we don't know. Like the real secret society is some society we'd never heard of.
But then you can't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you don't know. And then you got the ones on top because everybody goes, "Oh man, they're doing the secret hand signs." Blah blah blah. And I go, "It's not a secret."
Yeah, it's not secret no more.
No, you got to change it. I mean, it's just like I put this up to baseball. I don't know how many people watch baseball or any kind of sport that uses signs. Like they do all these things for stealing or whatever. And once they have to change it, otherwise the other teams would know. Because then it's not secret anymore. Yeah, so it's like the same thing.
2026, we're running out of conspiracies which turned out not to be true. We're running low.
But no, that's pretty cool though. Like, man, I can't believe that's 6 years.
Did we just
already.
have it? Was that last year? 2 years ago? When was it?
What?
Our last conspiracy. The last pew-pewing.
Oh yeah.
That's the last big one, I think.
Well, then you got the whole.
They're still
you
talking
got
about
Trump
that.
and the
That's
the
true.
rigging, we can call it.
Yeah.
You know, they just had a pew pew incident in Canada.
I missed that.
They don't
I missed
count.
that one.
This is getting old now. We need something different.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as COVID got old. Now Ukraine's too old. Well, what's happening now? Epstein.
I don't even
what
know
else?
about this.
What else
Okay.
gonna get old? It's
This
just
is
rolling
one.
over.
Yeah, the one that I think that's really it gets out of hand to me is this whole every male is reversed of female, and then they say the Rock is really a woman. Nah, the Rock is not a woman. That's an ugly rock.
But Victoria's Secret is probably that they're all dudes.
Nah, I'd say
I
half.
think some.
I'd say half.
I think some.
Maybe. I don't think back in the day.
What, you mean the models?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
They're all dudes.
That was all over.
I think, but
wow.
I think not when the older ones, because the older ones were curvier. When we started getting more modern, they started getting slimmer.
Yeah.
And it's easier for a man to stay
remember
slimmer.
Playboy magazine back in the 90s had that he she.
Okay.
Everybody thought was a chick.
What was it? What magazine?
Playboy.
Oh, yeah.
Again, we are not disputing that some of them are.
Yeah, we're saying all of them, man.
We're
There's
saying
some
of them.
There's
all
literally,
of them, man.
there are people that say every single one. Every single one is a slut.
Yeah, like the Rock, man. The
Yeah,
Rock
so you know what I
is
think
not-
that is?
I'm sorry, a woman can get as beefy as she can, but she cannot get that beefy.
Man, that would have been an ugly woman, man.
I think that even our conspiracies have been infiltrated now with controlled
Yes.
opposition, and that's why there's so many
sure.
people that
I
are.
agree.
They're like every single one of them.
Yeah.
Well, you know that can't be the case. It's not every single. I remember I saw a thing on Instagram, and they had a picture of. You remember that movie, The Outsiders,
Yes.
in the '90s, based on the book. You know, and all of those A-list celebrity dudes that were in there.
Actually, the
and-
Outsiders are from the 80s.
Yeah, no,
It's from the 80s.
80s, whenever
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
I was
'cause
born in the 80s, so I saw it
Yeah.
in the 90s.
Sorry, me.
Yeah, because you had it was Tom Cruise. Did you had all of them, man? You had Rob Lowe.
Yeah,
there.
Kurt
Yeah.
or Patrick Swayze. Yeah, man. Like there's no way every
There's
single
so
one of them
many.
is a
The
female.
Karate
Ralph
Kid dude's in
Macchio.
there. Yeah, the Karate Kid dude. Like there's so many famous people in there. And I
Cobra
was like,
Kai never dies.
I was like, man, there's no come
Get
on,
to the
man.
point.
And that makes the truther people look not all there. I'm gonna be honest.
Exactly. Just like birds aren't real.
Yeah. Some people saying all birds aren't real.
That, yeah.
So what the hell
Yes.
do I have in my? So what the hell am I raising?
They're drones. They're watching you, Paul.
Bullshit.
They're all robots.
Bullshit.
That's what they say.
I plucked one and I stuck a can of beer up its butt and I cooked it and I ate it. There ain't no damn drone out there.
The robots don't shit on your car windshield.
Oh, I got a whole coop full of shit.
All right, we gotta tone down the language just a little bit. We appreciate it.
Oh
I
yeah.
got a
sorry.
fried chicken
Oh,
out
just
there.
for,
We're on the other streams.
we're on the
right
other
now.
streams.
We stream on like 5 things. Right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just funny though. It's like it's just weird though. Like it gets too crazy, and I'm like,
Thank
dude. And people will argue with you. I'm like, dude, I have no. I'm not part of you, brother or sister, whatever. No.
We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah, there's every single. But The Rock, dude. Why would you say The Rock? That would be like the ugliest one ever, man.
The Rock?
Yeah, that one's a rough one for me.
I can't see The Rock being a chick.
No.
You know which one I believe though is China.
Oh, I was gonna say, don't say Tom Cruise.
No,
China,
no.
literally China.
China. Yeah, I thought we were talking wrestlers. We were
Yeah,
moving
the
into
wrestler, yeah.
WWE.
I could see some of the
Yeah,
wrestlers.
yeah, I think so too. There's a couple.
Did you see how many wrestler names came out in the
Island Man, the Islander.
Yeah, the Island Man. Holy crap!
Makes sense though, because I think a lot of those beefy chicks could be. I'm just being honest. Just like I said, this is exactly why I was saying that, because it's easier for a guy to be beefed up and then be like a woman and be a beefed up woman, just like it's easier for a male to stay thinner to be a model that's a woman. Do you get what I mean? I think it's easier for men to stay thinner. Do you guys agree with that? They can burn off more calories.
I disagree with that.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, because
being a woman, I think so.
No, I'm talking about if you wanted to be thin, a thin woman. It's easier to be a thin man if you're trying to portray a woman than it is a woman to be just a thin model. It's just being honest.
That sounds logical to me. I mean, we have different metabolic rates.
Yes. Yeah, he can still eat
Drop
2,500
pounds,
calories.
and it's like pulling teeth.
All right, what were you saying, Kenneth?
I was like, Kenneth was saying something, Nathan was saying
They have
something.
like
they have ways to change your body anyway, right? With
shots,
that fake
Hormones.
stuff like in the movies. No, like Incredible Hulk. You know what I mean? Like they got a suit for that guy, right? To make him look a certain way.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. To make him look more curvy.
You got people out there to make them look like they're pregnant. You know what I mean? And they're not really pregnant. Yeah.
Yes.
Prostate or what? Prosthetic.
Prosthetic?
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
You know,
Not
it's
your
like
prostate. Leave that
like
alone.
I said, it's easier for a guy that's 5'8". See, and they're taller too. If you're 5'10" male, to get down to like 160 is easier, and he'll look smaller if he's leaner than he would, a woman that's that size. They gain their weight quicker. They just usually do. But anyway, so that's like it is funny they named it Victoria's Secret though.
That is ironic.
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
Hey,
so
they
is
weren't
the show-
they weren't
All right.
lying.
Hold on, Paul.
See?
Hold on, Paul. Before we get to
They
you,
weren't lying, right?
we got to throw Kenneth on the spot since he came up.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So Kenneth has to answer first, and then we can continue the conversation.
I just gotta say they weren't lying though. Victoria's Secret.
So we'll get
They told you straight out.
Kenneth. What is the truth? What was it? I lost it. What is the truth that?
Yeah, what's the first truth that like something that you weren't sure about and you kind of didn't trust it, and then you did the research and you were correct, and the narrative was not the truth. You know what I mean?
Well, I still don't know that I'm true or not, but the JFK thing, like, you know what I mean? I still don't know.
Yeah.
But that's my first one.
OG truth.
And that's what made me go down stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, you're lying. You know what I mean? I couldn't prove it, but you're lying.
Yeah. I think we can.
Similar.
Go ahead, Aether. Go ahead.
It's similar like with the Diana's car crash,
Yes.
Apparently it crashed and whatever, but the windows at the back, not even a scratch. Make it make sense from that type of impact.
Yeah,
Make
and
sense.
even
She was sitting in the back. Come on.
even the recent one, like I said, we may not know the truth yet. We haven't dug to the bottom of the hole, but we know it's not what they're saying.
Right. I like the way that when Kenneth says, "You lying," it doesn't sound mean when he says it.
It doesn't.
If I say you're lying, they go, "Oh, man, how dare
I
you?"
get mad at you.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, you guys, everybody on TikTok, y'all,
Stay here, guys.
Stay here. We're not
30
going
seconds.
anywhere.
30
But we're
seconds.
going to end our other streams, bid them a fond farewell. Hope you enjoyed the show. And
If you
don't
want to
forget,
join us, come here right now. We'll be
Yep.
here live.
We'll be
still
here
for
on
another
TikTok.
hour or so.
hop right over.
Yep. So anyway,
Music
thanks for
Friday.
joining us. Don't forget to join the flatouttruth.com. Go there, become a member of the private community, which would be the curiosity community. And we are moving some stuff, so you guys better get it while it's hot.
Share your dirt.
Yeah, and share all that stuff that you guys say you can't talk about here. You can do it right there. That's it. All right, go ahead, babe.
All right, and last but not least, make sure that you go to jjsgarden.com, check it out for all your healthy, homegrown, organic needs. He goes anything from hair care products all the way to things to help with natural ailments and things like that and remedies. Use the promo code TFOT for a good deal. And thank you, Big M. I'm not going to forget this time. Tomorrow, guys.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Music Friday.
Yes.
It is our number
Bring
one
your
fan.
theme. Yeah.
Bring your theme song. It is our number one fan's birthday.
Yes.
So we'll be celebrating Chas's birthday, so come celebrate with us. Bring your favorite theme song, your favorite music, and if you want to sing, we will not say no.
That's right. And
Unless you're bad, then we'll cut you off.
so first 45 to an hour, we do the recap of the week, and then we start playing the music.
You
And
got it.
It was a fun time. We're not doing like last time, though. I'm not staying up to 2 o'clock in the morning. It got
Please,
too
no.
out of hand. We went like 6 hours extra.
It did go. Just I don't know if I can stay up that long.
No, I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna
Can't.
pass out
I
again.
got too much stuff to do, man. I do. Anyway, thanks for joining us. I'm Paulino B Michael.
I'm Chelsey B Michael.
As always, let's take that out back.
Okay, now we're good.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Everybody on TikTok, say here. If you guys want to finish this, come to TikTok. I'm Paulino B Michael.
I'm Chelsey B Michael.
As always, be safe.
Be well. And that's the flat out truth.
instead of balls.